Hello YouTubers and welcome to another DIY Dan video. Today I'm going to be talking about scan tools and then I'll show you how to reset the maintenance light on your Maserati Granturismo using my new Autel MK808Z. If you have seen any of my previous DIY videos, then you know I enjoy maintaining my exotic cars myself, and I couldn't do a lot of this work without a good quality scan tool. For some makes and models, a scan tool is required to do even basic maintenance, like replacing the battery, resetting the maintenance light, or even changing the brake fluid. I recently received an Autel MK808Z, and I think it's a scan tool that every exotic car owner should own. And here's why. One of the most common questions that I'm asked is, Dan, what kind of scan tool should I buy? If you're a DIYer like myself, or just looking for a tool that can provide you the information that you need so you don't get ripped off at the dealer, then I think I have a recommendation for you. I've been using this Autel MK808Z for the last few months now, and honestly, I don't think I can live without it. The 808 series from Autel was just refreshed last year with the new Z series, and this tool packs some serious features that will benefit many DIYers. At the time of this video, this tool comes in a couple of versions. The entry-level model starts at around $500, and the fully loaded version, which includes TPMS functionality, is around $700. So what do you get for that money if you own an exotic car? Before I answer that question, I need to explain the differences between a code reader and a scan tool. A code reader is exactly that. It's a tool that will read, display, and clear diagnostic trouble codes. And if you have a higher end code reader, then you can do some of the more advanced functionalities. But it's still limited in what it can do. Whereas with a scan tool, it can do all of the things that a code reader can do, but a lot more. The biggest difference is the manufacturer-specific codes. You know, the ones that manufacturers like to use so you have to bring your car into the dealer for repair. Well, the 808Z can read all the manufacturer-specific codes for many makes and models, including and not limited to Porsche, Maserati, and even Lamborghini. Here's a list of just some of the makes that this tool can scan. A powerful scan tool like the MK808Z can pay for itself after its first use. For example, my local Maserati dealer wants over $600 just to perform an oil change on my Granturismo. That's silly. I can perform that same oil change in under 20 minutes by doing it myself. In fact, changing the oil in my Granturismo is easier than changing the oil in my wife's Lexus. The problem is, I don't have the ability to reset the maintenance light, and this is where exotic car manufacturers get you, because only they have the tools to reset those lights, but not anymore. The MK808Z can reset the maintenance light on my Granturismo, and the best part is, it only took me a minute to do it. But this tool is not limited to just resetting the maintenance light in your Maserati. It can do it for many other makes and models too. For example, this tool had no problem resetting the maintenance light on my first gen Porsche Cayenne or my buddy's 911 GT3. A tool like this isn't limited to just resetting maintenance lights either. It can perform a variety of functions that a simple code reader can't do, which can give you the upper hand when problems arise. You don't need to be a mechanic to own a tool like this either. This tool is very intuitive to use, and here are just a few of the features that I really like. I could spend the next 2 hours talking about what this scan tool can do, and it would only begin to scratch the surface of what this tool is capable of. So what I'm going to do is tell you about the features that I think DIYers like myself will find helpful. Besides the ability to read manufacturer-specific codes and resetting the maintenance lights, one of the features I really like most about this scan tool is the ability to update the software for it. This dramatically increases the longevity of the tool and protects it against obsolescence. If a new Maserati comes out, it's no big deal because you can connect the tool to the internet and download the software for it. Autel includes the first year of software updates for free, and every year after that it's about $100 depending on the model of tool you purchase. I consider this a reasonable price to pay instead of buying a whole new tool every time a new car model is released. In my opinion, fluid changes are the lifeblood of a vehicle. More and more car manufacturers are claiming that the transmission fluid in their vehicles is good for the entire life of the car. Even Maserati claims the transmission fluid in the Granturismo is good for life. I completely disagree with this lifetime fluid nonsense. If you keep your cars a long time like I do, then doing regular fluid changes is cheap insurance to increase the service life of your vehicles. The problem is, changing the transmission fluid in modern cars can be a bit cumbersome now. Not because it's hard to perform, but because they lack a dipstick to measure the fluid width. Instead of using dipsticks in the olden days to measure fluid level, Manufacturers require mechanics to follow a fill procedure that is temperature dependent. So in order to change the transmission fluid in a car that has a temperature dependent fill procedure, they need a tool that has the ability to read the fluid temps like the MK808Z. When I change the transmission fluid in my Granturismo, I will need to use my MK808Z to ensure the fluid is filled to the proper level. Simply put, I couldn't do the job without it. Another big feature that I like from the 808 series is its ability to read, program, and bind new tire pressure monitoring sensors to the car. My Maserati Granturismo is in need of new tire pressure sensors, and my local Maserati dealer wanted stupid money to replace them. If you purchase an 808TS, which has TPMS functionality, then you can program new tire pressure sensors and bind them to your Granturismo for a fraction of what the dealer wants. Autel's tire pressure sensors are compatible with Maserati vehicles, and the best part is they are reasonably priced compared to the Maserati sensors. Simply put, I can purchase the Autel 808TS, which has TPMS functionality, purchase 4 new Autel branded tire pressure sensors, and take my wife on a European cruise for 14 days and still have money left over compared to what the dealer quoted me. Like I said, owning a tool like this will pay for itself after its first use. And my favorite feature that I like about the 808 series is its ability to perform a deep diagnostic scan on every computer system in the car. Whether it's the TPMS system, the airbag system, or any of the various sensors and computers in the car, the 808 series has you covered. This tool is very in-depth with its scanning abilities, and I wish I had more time to tell you more about it, but at least I covered the bullet points on what I think is important for a DIYer like myself. It truly is a valuable tool to have in your toolbox, and will easily pay for itself within the first time of using it. If you'd like to purchase an Autel 808 series scan tool, please check out the Amazon affiliate links that I have included in the description. I have also included a discount code that you can use to save yourself a little money. Purchasing from my affiliate links helps pay for the computer, camera equipment, and the memory cards that I use to keep this channel going, and it's much appreciated. Now I'm going to show you how to reset the maintenance light on your Maserati Granturismo using the Autel MK808Z scan tool. First, connect the tool to the OBD2 port, which is located under the dash. So we don't want to start the car, we just want to put turn the ignition on. So 2 clicks, ignition's on. So now that we have the ignition on position 2 and our OBD2 cable connected, we're now ready to perform the oil reset procedure. So now that the tool's booted up, all we do is click on Service and then hit the Oil Reset button. And then we select Maserati. I'm going to do Auto Selection. It's going to read the VIN code. Then I hit OK. Everything looks correct, so I hit Yes. And then we click on the hot function, and then we do Service Information Reset. And then on the next screen will be a warning, just telling you to make sure that the date is correct. Once you have read the warning message, click the OK button to have the tool reset the maintenance information. Once it's done, disconnect the tool and start the car, and you should see that the maintenance light has disappeared. If you thought this video was helpful, please hit that like button. If you'd like to see my other Maserati DIY videos, then click the playlist link in the description. So long and happy wrenching.